Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kimberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Historical crime fiction can place the reader distinctly in a particular era, and that can be very interesting in and of itself, and it gives the reader some insight into what was going on at that time. Let's take a look today at how that works and turn the spotlight on C.J. Archer's Murder at the Mayfair Hotel. It's 1899 in London. 23-year-old Cleopatra Cleo Fox has been living with her grandmother since the deaths of her parents. Her grandmother has passed away, though, so it's been arranged that Cleo will live with her Uncle Ronald and Aunt Lillian Bainbridge. The Bainbridges live in the hotel they own, the exclusive Mayfair Hotel. The Bainbridges welcome Cleo and she starts to settle in. Everyone at the hotel is getting ready for the upcoming New Year's Eve ball, so things are busy and exciting. Then one morning, Mrs. Warwick, one of the guests, is found dead of what turns out to be poison. Inspector Hobart is assigned to the case and he begins to investigate. The hotel has the reputation as a very respectable, luxurious, upscale place, and the hotel manager wants to keep it that way. So the investigation has to be as discreet as possible. At first, the police suspect that one of the staff members has committed the crime, and of course, that's very upsetting. And the class system of the time could very well mean that a maid or a waiter might end up being railroaded to a conviction, even if that person is innocent. Cleo decides to ask a few questions to make sure that the staff members aren't unfairly accused. She's hampered, partly because she's a woman, and partly because the police aren't inclined to cooperate with civilians. Still, she persists, and as she gets closer to the truth, she finds herself in real danger. In the end, though, she finds vital clues that help solve the crime. So, what are the elements in this story? What keeps it going? Well, as I say, the novel takes place at the very end of the 19th century, the last years of the Victorian era. The customs and social classes of the time are clear in the story. For instance, the staff members at the hotel are all upset that they're regarded with suspicion. Instead of investigating on their own, though, they voice their concerns to Cleo, who does the sleuthing. That's not to say that Archer treats the staff with contempt or dismissiveness. Rather, it's just natural that a lady would be able to, say, speak to management or a guest, but the staff could not. What's more, one's reputation is everything, especially for someone well-born as the wealthy Bainbridge family is. Cleo, too, is expected to behave circumspectly, and people are much more willing to speak to a nice young lady than to the police, as it's considered questionable to be mixed up with the law. The main setting for the story is the Mayfair Hotel, and Archer sets the reader there clearly. The reader gets a sense of what life would have been like at a luxury hotel at the end of the 19th century. Daily life, guest and staff relations, food, drink, and so on are all portrayed. So is the New Year's Eve ball and all of the preparations for it. It's a solid backdrop for the mystery. The story is told from Cleo's point of view, first person, past tense. So readers get to know her. She's intelligent, curious, and determined. She doesn't always think before she speaks, and she's no shrinking violet. So sometimes her forthrightness gets her in trouble. Still, she is a woman of her time, and her beliefs and behavior mostly reflect the era. Murder at the Mayfair Hotel is a traditional style whodunit with an amateur sleuth. There's very little violence and no explicitness. It features a distinctive late 19th century setting, a luxury hotel, and a protagonist who doesn't want an innocent person imprisoned. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kimberg. Thanks for watching.